here.
So this is an LK1900BN. Last 3 digits 593. This is going to be sewn the line tacks. You're going to see on the line tacks that are on the belts. They go here like in spots like this. So basically, some operating instructions. You turn the power on. The last pattern that was run is here. So I've got several programs, patterns up here. So you've got, that's pattern number 1. Pattern number 2 is a 24 millimeter. Pattern number 3 is a 20 millimeter. 4 is an 18 millimeter. And goes back to 1. We could always add more. All right. And just like on the other machines, this is the ready button. So it's the same icon type button. Okay, so when you press this button, the machine's gonna home up. Okay, so here you only have this type of pedal. So you press a little bit, the clamp comes down, a little bit further, the machine runs. So we're gonna show all the different patterns here. So right now, just to simulate the thicknesses, we've got 2 layers of webbing. Right, we have the leather piece here on the other strap. So it again. Now we have the wiper removed from here because when you sew in the very heavy stuff, it's not gonna clear. But this is what you've got. On the top, you're gonna have this. If you don't pull the material out, you're gonna have that little thread up on top. So, but if you pull the material out, it's fine. That's what you're gonna have on the bottom. We call that a little bird's nest. Okay, so you can have to clean that up or it can get buried in the material. So again, and this time pull the material out from underneath. Okay, so now when you pull it, and the thread is winding up over here, right? And then you'll have a nice clean on the top. All right, so now we're gonna show the other patterns. So basically you're gonna take the ready key, press the ready key, and you're gonna press the plus key to the next pattern, and then press the ready key again. That's a 24 millimeter. Okay, do the next pattern. Okay, next pattern. Okay, and you could take any pattern and just change the Y scale to make it bigger. The X scale is a straight line, it's not going to do anything. But the Y scale, you press this pencil, the X scale, you see it's showing you what that is? So we're going to move to the Y scale and we could change this. And what'll happen is, I'll just double the size here on the 18 millimeter. This back section will stay the same. So we're just gonna check this. So you make this come down. And you see that's how that would work. So on pattern number, that one you won't be able to expand it too much because it's a very small pattern. So you would, maybe you would want to expand one of the other ones. So let's just set this back to 0. Because if you expand it too much, you'll go beyond the sewing field of the machine. If we take this pattern here, let's take number 30 and let's take 24, and then let's make that bigger. Okay, and if we saw that, okay, so there's the pattern. So if we want to check it, you would press this button here, and then you could jog with these buttons to 1 stitch at a time. See, so again, I'm making it, because I'm expanding it too much, so it's giving me that error. So we'll do that again. We'll see what else we can use. Let's just take this and make it 24 millimeters. Let's go to 130. And again, we're going to press this. Clamp's going to come down and we're just going to jog it through. So it's still too big. See, so that worked. So so you're able to take pattern number 2 and change it to 124 millimeters, which is probably almost at 30 millimeters. Right? What we're going to do so you can see that a little bit better, I'm going to change the memory switch so that you see, instead of percentage, you see the scale. See, so this one here is going to, instead of percentage, it's going to say millimeters. So now when I see the pattern, 24 millimeters, I've changed the scale to 29. All right? So the original scale is 24 millimeters. So we'll leave that alone. I'm just showing you different things to match. See, that's 20 millimeters. I have it measured actually at 19.2, 18, 30 millimeters. So that's your different sizes. So we're going to leave this on here. So remember the last pattern that you have it set up as. We'll come back. So you could use that if you wanted to change, set the P1 and P2 buttons to something other than 30 millimeters. You want to make it smaller or larger. You can do that. But that's pretty much the operation of the machine. This is an electronic tension. So you'd set that here with this button. See, there's the tension. And there's a speed setup at 900, which is good for what we're doing right now. Oil only goes over here. This is, it says no oil up top because this whole front end is greased. After so many tacks, it'll give you a message to change that. Okay, for the books, you would take this QR code and scan that, and you really get to download the books from the Juki website.